Hello everyone, my name is Nico Hagenson if you've never met me before, and if you have, welcome back. This is my first video on this YouTube page as like a beauty influencer type. You can check out my various episodes of my podcast Subversive Beauty on here, which I would love to bring back soon. Still kind of shopping it around, we'll see what happens with that, but in today's video I wanted to do a video I've gotten a lot of questions on, and that's like an in-depth base routine. With this base routine, this is my last all day, smooth, like, wears through anything, you can sweat in it, like, this stuff will not move. I will wear this for 12 hours and it'll look gorgeous by the end of the day. Also has a lot of inspiration from, like, old Hollywood makeup, you can tell from the brows. But, with that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. All the engagement so I can get out there. And let me show you what I look like without the makeup. Guys, I really cannot believe we're actually doing this. So this is the first YouTube video I've ever recorded. I have my tripod over here, my viewfinder and all this. I have never done an actual proper YouTube video. I remember when I was super young, I would create like fake YouTube intros. And now this is like really weird. I completely like redid my room so I could film these. So I'm actually in the same place like I record my TikToks, except I moved my desk from one wall over here. So now we have a beautiful white backdrop and you can see my skin up close and personal, which I'm not super happy about. I love the little bit of low quality TikTok offers, but here you can see like every pore, every little mark I have on my skin. It's a great practice for confidence, honestly. But let's get started. We're doing my like tried and true full coverage base tutorial. I wanted to do like a full-length video on this because on TikTok, like, long videos we know don't do that well, even though most of my videos are like 3 to 4 minutes long, which is not recommended by people who do TikTok, but it works for me and I'm going to continue doing it. I'm going to do a separate video at some point on like the stuff I prep my skin with, but I have moisturizer, sunscreen. It's later in the day, so I've had this on for like hours. I'm gonna first get started with my MAC Mattifine primer. I'm just gonna smooth that onto my skin. I love this stuff. It has been like one of the only mattifying primers that really works, and it doesn't pill, it doesn't separate. And you can see since my skin's so pale, when I apply stuff, I get really red on my skin. It's fine. Put that back. And I think for today, I'm gonna use Kryolan TV paint sticks. Like, we're doing full coverage. This is the stuff that's gonna last you, I'm not kidding, like 12 hours. When I'm at school and I have work, I will put on my makeup at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I probably will not take it off till 10 o'clock at night, and with minimal touch-ups, the base still looks good. So next up, we have my 24-hour eye base from MAC. This really prevents any sort of creasing in like high crease areas, so I like to take it in my smile lines, so when I smile I get lines there. And as you guys may or may not know, I was born a man, unfortunately. So we're taking my Huda Beauty color corrector. This is in the shade Pink Pomelo. And I'll take that on my finger. I take such a little bit. And I will just tap that into my mustache area. Just like this. You don't need very much, because if you put too much then you're going to see it underneath your foundation. I would rather my skin not look orange. That's just me though. Maybe you guys are into that. And I love doing this with my finger because I feel like it really pushes the product in there and it prevents it from looking super cakey. Because I used to put on a lot of color corrector and then a lot of concealer and it just would look too much. No, I love full coverage. I love like my skin to look like a mask almost, but I still want it to look nice. Like, I want it to look beautiful on the skin. Next, I will take my Tower 28 powder, which, as you guys see, has been broken. I'm gonna grab a powder puff. This is the one size one, and I'm just gonna dig in here and set it. It just really gives a nice blur to the skin. So now we are primed. And I get so many questions about the Kryolan TV paint sticks. Now, if you are in a metropolitan area, or even if you're not, search up to see if there are any like pro makeup stores that are selling Kryolan TV paint sticks because they are so hard to color match. But if you have a similar skin tone to me, I take the shade Shibu, which it has a lot of pink in it. And then I will use that all over, and then I'll take TV White for my highlights and also just to lighten up the foundation a bit because Shibu is a tad bit too dark. So I will just go in and I paint like a drag queen. I want coverage. I want all of my darkness, everything to be covered. And I grow a mustache. So this helps like keep my 5 o'clock shadow at bay. And I'm just taking it everywhere where I'm not highlighting. So over here, and I feel like that's enough. Next, I'm gonna go in with TV White. And I like to put this in my highlight areas. Here, down the nose. Oh my god, I hate living in New York. Down the chin, and then I'll put a little bit on my beard. Again, just to lighten up the color. What is the word for this? It's just a flat, dense brush. There you go. And I start in the darker area, and I just really start pressing that into the skin. Also, this type of makeup is amazing for on camera. Like, if I know I'm just gonna be filming all day, I will put this on because you will look snatched in the camera. And, I mean, you can see, I am just, like, dragging and tapping. I'm trying to avoid the lighter areas because I want, because I don't want it to get too dark. I'm just going around here, getting the key areas. And I do like a really sloppy first blend. Like I'm just trying to get all the foundation moved around. Go up here. I like to take it onto my eye. That's more so just like the OCD in me. Like I want, before I start everything, I want my base to be like one color. I don't like seeing any skin popping out, so that's why I'm going over the eyelids as well. Now, I know a lot of people talk about it not being the best for longevity, but I don't care. I don't care. So now we have that taken care of. And underneath my eyes, I prefer it to be a little bit like lighter and less intense. So I'll take a sponge and I will tap that in because I find with my eyes especially, I get really heavy creasing. I used to never wear concealer, honestly. And then now that I have, I realize when I just put too much product underneath my eye, I'm gonna crease like crazy. No amount of powder, no amount of priming is gonna change that. It's truly just I'm using a ton of product. So I'm gonna blend and just keep blending. I hate getting foundation on my lips. I hate the feeling, I hate the look. I like the shape of my lips naturally. So when they get really tiny, unless I'm going for like an editorial look like that, I don't enjoy that. Also, I've been kind of considering getting lip filler lately. Just because I get so many lines on my lips, which is fine. My, like, philosophy surrounding plastic surgery is if it'll make my makeup look better, I am all for it. Because the one unfortunate part about being a makeup artist or like doing makeup on yourself is your face is your canvas and you cannot really get a new canvas. You kind of have to maintain yours. So I try and take as good of care of my skin as possible. But I feel like we're in a good area. I feel like now the base is pretty much done. I mean base as in like foundation. So next, let me grab it. Next, we're gonna take my custom lavender blush from Mob Beauty. You can see there's a little bit of red in it. This is actually just because it wasn't mixed fully. And I'm really just praying, y'all, that this blush gets released because I feel like so many of you are gonna absolutely just love it. And for this, I'm trying to find a good brush to use. For this, I'm going to use the Refer brush. This is the 24. And I will just slowly kind of pack it into the brush once we get enough blush on there. And I like to slowly build it up. And I've gone through many different areas of blush. I used to take it more here. I used to take it back here more. Now I've been really loving having it close to my eye. So I'll kind of just wrap it here. Especially having no eyebrows, you kind of don't have a natural beginning and end to where I like to place my blush. I just like having it very circular on the face. So just, I like to pat it on. And we're gonna re-intensify in a little bit with more powder blush. So I just want to make sure it's really blended and we have an even amount of coverage on the face. Girl, I'm so over this already. I got 12 minutes into my video and then it stopped recording. So like that's like that happens so many times to every YouTuber on their first try or whatever. So I'm gonna do a little rundown of what I did. We left off on me doing cream blush using my custom Mob Beauty shade that if you want, tag Mob Beauty. So then I went in with the Kryolan contour pencil in the shade 916. I drew my brows on while they were still wet using this pencil, and then I went in with my NARS soft matte concealer, and I used this to carve out the brows and cover up any like texture from the hairs underneath, or more so color from underneath. And also sometimes I use it around my mustache if I'm getting like a 5 o'clock shadow. Then we set. Setting is my favorite part of makeup, like truly, like I feel like that's when you really get that airbrushed look. So I use the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin Soft Blur Setting Powder in the shade Fair Pink. It really took over my Huda Beauty one. I love this Huda Beauty powder, but I have to say, I think the Makeup by Mario one is actually better. Which is crazy because I've gone through so many tubs of this powder. What did I do after that? Then I set everything in place. And then I do my first layer of MAC Fix Plus Stay Over. This just helps seal in all of those powders, make it look really beautiful, and kind of bring the natural part of the skin out. While also that setting spray kind of like locks everything in without feeling super dry. Then I go in with this little custom, I'm so scared this is gonna break. This little custom palette. This is MAC Unconventional, and this is the Sephora Collection Contour in shade Fur Delight. I've been depotting everything lately. I'm just like scared that MAC blush is gonna break because there's literally, that's the only one I have and it's discontinued, and I'd be really sad if I lost it. And then one of my biggest secrets is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Under Eye Powder in the shade Light. Girl, this on a powder puff just underneath the eye is going to give you the most beautiful brightening effect. It's going to blur. It's just that, girl. Seriously. So I'll do that I'll do it on the chin right here. Then I take the Surratt Expressioniste brow pencil in the darkest shade, I don't know what it is. And then went back over, drew it back in the brows just to make them a little bit darker. What else did I do? I'm so sorry, y'all, that you had to see this type of unprofessionalism. Like, who just lets their camera stop running and they don't know? Me, because I've never recorded one of these before. King Light Luna from Hindash, one of the most beautiful highlighters ever. And I take it on this like flat paddle brush. This is from Melt Cosmetics, and I just add a little touch of glow. My philosophy on glow in makeup is I want to manufacture it. I want it to be right where I want it. I don't want any natural oils coming through because I am very oily. And I just hate looking oily, except in the little bits of the areas I like. I mean, how can you not? That glow is just so gorgeous. This is the most important step. If I ever go out of the house without any makeup, which happens rarely because I'm transitioning and that's hard mentally, curl the lashes. This is the Shiseido one. This just opens up your eye so much. It literally feels like you're getting a facelift when you do this. I just love how it makes my lashes look, but I also have lashes that literally point straight down. Not cute. For me personally, today's I don't really like doing mascara just because I like having a really open kind of blank eye. Any areas you want super brightness, like I'm talking maximum brightness and you're like my complexion are a little bit darker, I take MAC Shivering White. This is just basically a large pan of white eyeshadow, and again I'll take it with a puff, just kind of press it in a little bit, and we will go in and just really brighten up that little area, just right in the center of the face, and it just really transforms the look. And then if I'm doing like a natural lip look, I'll just take a little bit of a cool toned lip liner. This is Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever. I like how emollient this is, so you can really like apply it and blend it out with the finger. So I'll just drag that on. My thing is, I really like a pronounced Cupid's bow. I feel like it's really 1920s. And then on top, I took a little bit of Osmenta from Necromancy Cosmetica. This isn't even available anymore, sorry, but the Melt Cosmetics Bailey Cerium one is pretty similar. And then on top, for just a little bit of glow, I took Chanel Boy. just like right over it to add some shine to the lip, and I think it's just like a really pretty mouth. Has anybody described it like that? I think it just creates a really pretty mouth. And now that all the powders and everything's done pretty much, I'll go back in with another layer of MAC Fix Plus Stayover. This stuff is just so good. There's no alcohol, so it doesn't give you like that tight feeling. Then once I have my MAC Stayover all over and it's dried down, I go in with the One Size setting spray. Or if I need something that's literally gonna lock in my makeup and it's gonna make it go nowhere, Mehron Barrier Spray, this stuff truly is so insane, so good. I have done so many fashion weeks with this. Like running around doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and this just, it locks your makeup in. It makes it look beautiful all day long. Okay, and then finally, you guys know I love a beauty mark, so any areas I have excess texture, like here or here, I think that's enough. I will take the Anastasia liquid liner. This stuff is so black, so good. It just gives you such a crisp little mole. I just feel like it adds like a little touch of like natural to the makeup. In my mind, that makes sense to me because, I don't know, I feel like when I put the moles on, I'm like, oh, I look a little bit less dolled up and I feel a little bit more natural. Yes, I'm psychotic. This is the final like full coverage, lasts all day makeup. Basically, this is not natural. This stuff looks like you have makeup on, but your makeup's gonna look amazing. I don't care if people know I'm wearing makeup. I think being good at makeup and knowing how to do makeup is an amazing thing, so why not show it off? But with this beat, I'm not kidding you, I will be up at 7, go to bed at 10, maybe even go out after. Like, I could have this makeup on for 24 hours and it's gonna look amazing by the end with minimal touch-ups too. And I'm very oily, I have textured skin, and it just looks so stunning. Like, let me get up close. Let me get up close. We'll do a little pan. Now, I am in like studio lighting, but I get a lot of compliments on my makeup looking smooth throughout the day, so maybe people are lying to me, maybe they're not, but I know I always feel really good when I'm wearing this glam, and I think you guys will too. And I think that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all that, if it's TikTok even still exists. Subscribe here, like, comment. Do all the stuff you gotta do, because I want to create more videos like this. I'd like to actually create more conceptual videos. I don't know. So anything you have questions on, anything you want to see, comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinions. If there were any issues with this video, comment them down below too, as long as you're nice. Because I want to fix this and make this better for you guys. But with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.